Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, and in today's video it's the patch note video. We're finally gonna see what's the 4 in the sneak peeks we were taking, and it's, as it seems, I wasn't right. It's not team of 4, it's actually tier 4. Yeah. As you can see, they are saying new uniforms and artifacts has been added for Iron Man, Ghost Rider, Robbie Reyes, Black Widow and Blade. Blade now available tier 3. And the symbol of Avengers Iron Man is now the first tier 4 in the game. In the start, when I just read that, I was like, what? Ghost Rider is not taking something, but below you're gonna figure out he's getting an awaken skill. That's cool. And superheroes get the new abilities, and there is a new GBR, Dormammu GBR, as we predict from the photo they dropped in the developers notes a couple of weeks or months ago. And they're improving rewards into World Boss Legend. As they said, they're gonna balance it. They did easier now, harder Mephisto, and even harder Ultron. I guess the level of difficulty, we have to figure out how it's gonna change. I'm not able to clear stage 50 of now with my 25% pierce, with my mighty CTPs, so we have to figure out how hard it's gonna be, or it's gonna be easier or whatever. And now let's check out our boy's Iron Man uniform. Feels like he's getting again, superhero tag instead of villain, as we knew, and he's getting pretty much the same uniform effect with 30%. When the boss is 30% below, he's getting 200% more damage, and his tier 3 skill seems like got accumulation. I think he used to have accumulation also, but if it's not and they just give him, that's gonna be dope. And he got double passive ability, critical rate, dodge rate, but it's not guarding critical rate, it's only guarding dodge rate. So we'll have to figure out how the uniform generally, it's not something that if you read the stats and if you read what the uniform gonna do, it's gonna be just the same thing into the game. Because sometimes, you're reading here stun, silence, and you're okay, this skill, it's not doing a lot, but in the game perhaps it's like 100 hits or something. So let's see. Yeah, this skills feels lame when using manual control. Okay, this is a skill that you can VPAD, as I'm seeing. And there is burn, there is silence, and I think he got no paralysis, so he gonna be meta for 2 ABX days. At least he gonna be useful. He's getting 35% max HP, also a heal there. Oh, it's paralysis also, so you could use him for every single ABX week. That's cool, nice. We're seeing my girl here, Black Widow. He seems like she is really hot. I mean her face and the animation, and she got the penetration on her uniform, so that smells like PvP when she's dodging, of course. And she's having a dodge rate increase, she's having physical attack increase, she's ignored dodge, guarding dodge rate, guarding critical rate, she's getting a bunch of buffs. And she's having paralyze into her second skill, and she's having ignore targeting effect on her third skill, so that smells like PvP, and paralysis also on it. Really cool. She's get immunity for 5 seconds also. This smells like really good PvP. She's having a heal 30% here also. And let's go to the next one. I know the uniform showcasing, it's not that cool because you can't be sure, but you can be sure for this boy here, Robbie Reyes, that he's going to be better for sure, and he's going to help a lot on squad battle. And how he's gonna do that? He's gonna give 30% fire damage to your boy, the other Ghost Rider. I can't remember his real name, like Robbie Reyes is here. So he's gonna be for sure, if you don't do anything, don't awaken him, just buy his uniform, he's gonna be air support for Ghost Rider, and every single fire character into your roster. And for World Boss Legend and GBR Dormammu, you have to awaken him. He's cheap because he's awakened, so perhaps he's gonna be my day one showcase. And he's having guarding dodge rate, guarding critical rate. That means that he's gonna be useful with CTP of raids. And you can see all of his skills do fire damage, so a CTP of judgment could be work also. But if there is guarding critical rate, you prefer having and using the guarding critical rate here, you prefer using the CTP of raids because you have more chances to proc it. There is no accumulation on damage dealt on his kit, as I'm seeing, so he's gonna be hard to do a lot of damage on World Boss Legend, but we have to figure out. Perhaps he's gonna have a lot of burst. He's getting a buff on his 3rd skill, he's getting a buff on his 5th skill, he's getting a heal on his 4th skill, so he's gonna be both sides PvP and PvE. He got ignore targeting effect also on his 4th skill, so there is a lot of... we have to figure out what he's gonna be capable of doing. He stacks up 45%, ignores immunity, the fire resistant, 10% fire resistant decrease, and stack up to 45. This is gonna be cool. Perhaps this gonna destroy World Boss Legend. We have to figure out that also, and perhaps that's why you want to use him with a judgment for World Boss Legend and with a rage for ABX or squad battle. But we're gonna see. Vampire Slayer here, my boy Blade, superhero also at the moment. Everyone is superhero, and they are Avengers forever, so yes, they're heroes. Human male weapon master. These weapon masters means a lot in my ears, and that's because you can see he's getting these buffs here. This is really cool, and he's getting this leadership, 60% increased damage to all weapon masters, and the weapon master is Moon Knight. So they're planning to have them combined for ABX, as it seems, and he by himself looks to be really cool, and his new passive ability says when bleed skill used and not applied to the enemy. So every time you're pressing a skill like his 1st skill that says bleed damage, you're gonna pop out his thing here, all this debuff for all this buff for 12 seconds, and it's gonna be a heal, a 40% buff for your attack, a 30% critical rate buff, and a heal on himself, like blood, how it's called, drain blood or something, you know, like drinking the blood of the enemy and heal yourself. I can't remember the thing. There were a buff called somehow in Dota, but I can't remember that. And look at this. In his 2nd skill, he's giving 70% to your enemy's missing attack. That's cool, but it's not. I'm not seeing anything happen with that. Immunity for 5 seconds on his 3rd skill. 4th skill, accumulation on damage dealt. So this is really cool. So he's gonna be really good for ABX and World Boss Legend from the accumulation and only. And his tier 3 skill seems to have more buffs, 40% all attack and a proc for 70%, and also penetrating, so it's gonna be good for PvP also, his tier 3. But you look at this, it's like Moon Knight's 5th skill on steroid. Moon Knight's 4th skill on steroid, you know, there is a guns and popping out with double guns and 2 double guns, and at the end he's slashing also. So it's like having Moon Knight and Deadpool in the same time. Really cool. Here it's when I say my boy Robbie Reyes is gonna get something. It's not like a crazy buff awaken skill, but it's the basic awaken skill. Nova and Nadia took the same and looks amazing. All these buffs and this circle of fire looks amazing. I think it's gonna be cancelable, so you could cancel into the other skills. So yeah, we'll have to figure out. and this is the tier 4 skill. This tier 4 skill says nothing to me. It's some numbers that has no any value. I mean, 2500 sealed, 200 of what upon a successful attack, 75% of max HP heal. I'm not sure. 1%, okay, 1% for every 1% of super hit sealed, up to 70%. So you could get for 10 seconds 70% all attack. That what's that means? I'm not sure. We have to figure out. And as it seems, the thing is that you're gonna put another character in your 7 skill. As you can see, there is a 7 skill here. This skill gonna be the same like your tier 3 skill, gonna charge from the other skills. They are separating if you press your 6 skill, it's not gonna fill your 7 skill, but 1 to 5 gonna fill your skills. This is like normal stuff, but we have to see how you can use these things there. All the things to have to do for doing the tier 3, it's exactly the same that used to be from tier 2 to tier 3, but they're gonna swap the names, they're gonna swap the materials. It's gonna cost more. You have to go level 80, you have to unlock the potentials, you have to do gear 30, and you have to increase the skills from level 6 to level 10, and you have to press a button says you get the 5 things. So it's exactly the same, nothing changed. We're gonna get exactly the same thing. We have to potential realization using the characters into the World Boss Legend and only on them. The potential level has been inserted to level 12. Okay. You have to use tier 3 materials to make him from level 70 to 72. You're unlocking the potential with the tier 3 materials, and after you have to use biometrics. But if you use the biometrics of the character that you are using to go to tier 4, you're getting an extra bonus. Lame. And here all this stuff, it's the new materials, but also it's the CCF. So you're using CCF and new materials, that the new materials you can get them from World Boss Legend only, and from GBR Dormammu, and etc. It costs like exactly the same as the tier 3 was costing. And after, if you want to increase the level, the 7 skill and your other skills from level 6 to level 10, you need to spend gold, and you also need to spend life seeds. Life seeds is something you're getting from the World Boss Legend, I guess, or GBR or something like this. And here it's 1500 of these materials you need, and 1000 from this, and 1000 from the other, and 10 books. So keep that in mind, and you're gonna see below what looks like. Here is the tier 4 skill. The tier 4 skill, it's depending on the striker you're gonna use. So if you're having Iron Man and you want to use Captain America as a support, it's gonna look like that. But you could use, let's say, Null as a support of Captain America, and Null come into the game and strike for your Iron Man and getting something out of it. As it says, if your instinct, it's the same instinct with the hero. So if you're having a character with cruelty like Null, and you use Mephisto with cruelty, let's say Null is level tier 4, you're gonna get something out of it as an extra 2% additional levels of damage. We don't really know what that means. We have to figure out, but the skill that it's gonna use, it's gonna be from the character you are getting inside. As you can see here, Captain America pop out into the fight and hit for you. So we have to figure out how what impact gonna be this into the game. And here is Dormammu, and he's gonna give you 150 of this material and the book of Visadi, one book of Visadi. So if you go here, you can see it's 1500 for this, but it's 100, so it's like 10 days of farm for GBR and 10 days for the books also. but you have to consider that you need these materials here also. So if you're unlucky, you need more than 1 month for doing that. I mean, I've been unlucky. I've spent like 30 rolls for this. If you spend 30 rolls 12 times, and that's from 25 to 26, I guess from 26 to 27, that's gonna cost double, triple, quadruple. We're not sure. So that means if you play the game and daily, and you get this daily, you're gonna be able to have these spades in 10 days, but these spades perhaps cost 10 more days, because you can't be sure how much gonna be this roll. So all tier 4, if you want to tier 4 a character, it's all up to RNG again, as it was for tier 3. Yeah, you could spend the same materials as the others, but you could spend double because you're unlucky and the rolls going crazy with you. I mean, we already did that with tier 3 and tier 2 materials. This is stupid. We can't be RNG bitches. And yes, we're gonna figure out. I don't want to whine. Feels like the games makes any character unique, and you can customize him because you can use a separate striker ability on each character, and that's sweet. But I feel like tier 4 gonna be a really pain, and you have to figure out how much materials we need to spend for it in the end. So here they are separating the levels of GBR also. You can see the easiest is Master Mold, the second easiest is Galactus, and the hardest is Dormammu. Dormammu gonna give you, as they are saying him, you're gonna need 40 boost points to use if you want to play Dormammu, and 35 for Galactus and Master Mold, as it was. The rewards gonna be only the new rewards only for Dormammu. For the old guys, you're gonna get the same rewards, nothing changed. And the difference is that in Galactus you can't really take any character tier 2 or tier 3, you have to be tier 3, and the synergy character gonna be Awaken or tier 3, or else they are not counting. So if you want to have more chances, you need to build more characters, etc, etc, like story mode, but in steroids. Yeah. And here is the thing. Okay, here they say that you can play yourself, but you can play with other also, and you're gonna get more rewards. It's not like you're gonna get something new, but you're gonna collect the things this faster, you know. If you're gonna need to spend 10 runs to get 150, and it's gonna be 5 runs if you play with others, you could prefer playing with others. But if you have butter connection or something, you could play yourself. I like playing myself alone. I know with others have fun, but alone sometimes is faster, if you know what I mean. And yes, and the soul for the Book of Visadi. I feel like Book of Visadi is the one for blue characters, I mean the blast types, but we'll have to figure out if there is another materials coming into the game in the next tier 4 skills and stuff. And they're saying about crafting cubes and the premium comic cards crafting stuff. We were getting the crafting cubes for cards and the crafting cubes for CTPs. Everything gonna be into the Dimension Rifts, so you have one more reason to play Dimension Rifts. The difficulty for GBR Galactus will be changed. Okay. And now World Boss Legend, Null, Mephisto, Infinity, Ultron. It's gonna separate them as Legend 1, Null, Mephisto Legend 2, Infinity War Legend 3. This means that they are swapping the difficulty, or they are admit that the difficulty was different from the start. I'm not sure, we have to play to figure out. They are saying that they are giving more out of Dimension, TCP and TOD. It's gonna be more. And they're gonna add these tier 4 materials on every single stage. As you can see here, you could get the normal, but you're also getting these two stuff, the Carbonarium and the Life Seed. And also you could get the normal stuff like Mighty CTPs and stuff, etc, etc. The search for first potential has been improved to proceed faster. This means that for level 60 to 70, it's gonna be even faster. It used to be like 4 times. Now it's gonna be like 2 times, 1 time. I'm not sure. we have to see. And that's pretty much all. Now it's the artifacts. The artifacts feels really good. I mean, Iron Man gets 25% damage against boss. Black Widow taking 20% dodge all attack. This is really cool. It's like Spider-Man's dodge, extra dodge 20%. And this is a lifesteal. Yes, lifesteal. It's the one from Dota. I just remember it. Here it's HP steal, and this is you're getting 10% into yourself when you're using bleed and you're doing lifesteal. You're gonna get 10% more basic attack. That's what I understanding. And this is a really cool, this is the coolest of the coolest artifact, and that's because you're giving your flame allies, so it's a buff that gives to everyone. And what this says, it says increase fire damage by 30% of fire resist. But okay, it's lame having fire resist, but you didn't just understand what they did. They did that with this artifact, but also they did give to him, to my boy Robbie Reyes, a passive ability that provides you 60% fire resist. So F off, guys. If you read that and you said, oh, fire resist, it's not good, you have to remember, you have already 60%. And if you're unlucky like me and having 40% into your cards, you're gonna have 100% increased damage. So that's the thing I want now. I want to take the artifact for Robbie Reyes and use him as more as I can. With fire characters. With Mephisto. And try to complete Ultron stage 25. Oh, he's not a villain. Okay, I'm not going to be able to use that. Okay, but he is really good support. And Wasp, she's copy pasting the other Wasp. She wants to have a 10% heal, not a 10% stable HP, but it's a 10% heal. It's cool, but yeah, no one's gonna use her for that. No one's gonna spend to take this thing. Nova Sam Alexander, yeah. I'm crying also. He used to be fun. He's going to be in the closet for the rest of the update, etc. This is the normal stuff. We're gonna get some more icons. Yeah. They were getting some card collection. We're gonna get some stuff here. Cool. Everything cool, guys. I feel so hyped. I know tier 4 looks so lame. I know everything looks bad, but in the end we're gonna like it. And don't forget to wait and don't play GBR, don't play World Boss Legend, because you want to play them after the rolling of the daily reset. After the daily reset we're gonna get the new stuff, the pods and everything. So you want to take the maximum out of the resources for World Boss Legend and GBR. You see there is some specific things you need to do to take the maximum out of your daily resources. I'm gonna start farming as soon as the update gonna drop, and I'm gonna be live in the tweets channel. There is down in the description my tweets. You should go there and follow me and see live the reaction. See you in the next. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell your opinion about about the pods down below in the description. Also, there is the 10 Tony Stark stars giveaway I'm doing. See you in the next. Keep smile, and thank you for being here. Bye bye to everyone.